Okay, so we have checked our images now. So let's go back to ChatGPT. So what we want to do now is to start copying our scripts. So with that script being copied now, we can now start using the script for our whiteboard animation, and the script too can also be made ready for our voice over. So let's open back to ChatGPT. Okay, so let's go back to our script. So in fact, let me start from this clock ticking because it's a good idea now. So when I'm creating my whiteboard animation, I might want to add a sound of a clock ticking. So let me copy it with this so that it can remind me when I'm creating the sound. So copy, go to WhatsApp, and let me just put it on WhatsApp. So I'm leaving Meta AI. Let me just put it on a random WhatsApp just to save it, or you can use WPS. I mean, I'm so used to WhatsApp. So yeah, so I have this now as the first one. Let me go back and copy it for the next scene. Narrator in this case, and yeah, so let me just copy the narrator in this case throughout for the second one downwards. Okay, so moving on to the third one. Copy, moving on to the fourth one. Copy, moving on to this. Copy, okay, so I have all the 5 scenes with the narration copied. So now this is what we want to achieve with this. Like I said earlier on, narration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 can be summed up together, sent to your voiceover artist, or you can, even if you want to be the one to voice it, you can be reading these narrations to come up with your voiceover. Then it's also going to serve as the text that we'll put in our whiteboard animation. While it's still going to be the voiceover. In the case of this, for the purpose of what we want to achieve, you might also decide to just summarize each of these narration as the text that you are going to put in while you do the whole of the voiceover. Are you tired of the stress of buying data, airtime, paying electricity bill, and cable subscription separately? Yeah, then the person says next is too many steps, too much time, and sometimes unreliable service. Then it says with that some data, all your digital needs are solved in one place. Buy data, recharge airtime, pay electricity bill, and subscribe your cable fast, easy, and secure. Enjoy instant transactions, affordable prices, and reliable service anytime, anywhere in Nigeria. Join thousands of smart Nigerians already using that some data. Start today. Save time, save money, stay connected. So that settles it. So let me just maintain these two, but you might want to just summarize the text for the whiteboard animation. But let's just do the copy and paste for the whiteboard animation, just so you understand what we want to do. So whatever fits you, whatever you prefer, then you can do that. So let's hop on to where we are going to create our whiteboard animation. To start creating our whiteboard animation, so let's go to Play Store. So once you get to Play Store, click on your search button, click on the search bar and type Benime. Search for it. It's so certain that most Android devices, this is for Android, please, most Android devices will be able to have this, except for very few ones. So just go ahead and download Benime and install it. Benime Whiteboard, and wait for it to download. Okay, so our Benime Whiteboard is downloaded. So tap on open to open it, and here we are on our Benime platform. Tap on the plus button below and name your project. Let's say in this case there's some data add and click on this and click on create projects. Okay, should not contain space, so let me just remove the space or just name it as Dasam data. Click on create project. So we have our project created. Now that our project is created, we have our Canva now, but there's a little problem here. You can see a watermark down below, Benime watermark. So how do we remove it? So Benime has the generosity of allowing us to remove the watermark, just like in short. So just tap on that watermark. It's going to ask you to give you two options: remove permanently, which means you're going to pay, or you watch ad. So let's do the watching of ad at the moment. Tap on it. And wait for the second ad. So I can close it now. Okay, can you see that our watermark has been removed? So moving on now, we want to start working on our project. So in case you want to do one or two things, if you look down below here, you will see we have different options here. We have sticker, text, background, and music. So let me touch on each of them just for you to understand how it works. So if you need to upload pictures, upload images, like all those images we had already gathered with ChatGPT and Meta AI, so sticker is our go-to. So if you tap on sticker, can you see? So it gives you the privilege to upload, add image, add SVG, add animation, as the case may be. See, add image is just your regular images, like the ones we've just downloaded with Meta AI. Those ones are images. They were downloaded as a form of image, but in the real sense, those kind of images are called SVG. So that is why you still have this icon called SVG. So some people relate to those kind of images as SVG. So let's say you have some animated images you want to add, so you can also add it. Then again, Benime also adds some default SVGs and images that you can work with. So if you tap on this, so that's why you have this place as your pick your own. That's why you have this place as pick your own. So if you want to make use of the default ones, let's say for instance, can you see you have casual male, corporate female, male occupation, female occupation, child, senior group, social media challenge, finance, and a whole lot for you to work with. So let's say for instance, I'm taking casual male. Can you see all what I have with casual male, which you can as well work with? Can you see that? You can as well work with this. Let's say I'm taking this, for instance. Can you see I have it there already? Which I can even work with this if I want to work with that. But I intentionally went the route of making you download your own so that you have the flexibility to work with. You don't just rely on templates alone. You might want to do a very, very unique project in such a way that the images you have would not be something anybody can easily get. Anybody that sees this default one, some who are professional or some people who already know about Benime and all that, they know this guy did this from Benime. So that's why I had to take you to the route of you generating your image. Of course, it's those ones now are unique. That's just it. Let me delete this one now. Let me delete it, and let's go back to what we have. So back to sticker. So to upload the images we had earlier on downloaded, this is where we have. This is what it's meant for. So if you click on add image and you locate your images, look at them already. So let's say I'm taking this. Tap on continue to app. So it gives you the privilege of cropping if need be. If you need to crop, and you tap on OK. And we have our image, so you can adjust it to your taste, place it around wherever you want to place it to. So then if you want to animate it to even right here, you can do that. Let's say I'm using the bounce, can you see that, or flash, I'm using pulse, I'm using shake. So if you need to animate it, you can do that, but let me take it back to default. And you need to change the location, or you need to even duplicate. So I had already duplicated it now. you need to, let me tap on it again, you need to bring it to front or bring it backward. That means, let's say you have a text covering the image, you need to bring the image to the front. You click on bring to front, and as the case may be, if you want to flip it around to look at that, I've turned it the other way around, so let me take it back, and of course the delete. Then down below you have the delay, duration, and pause. So the delay means that maybe you want the workflow, the video at this point to pause, to have a delay. So you can indicate the number of seconds that there should be a delay. Then the duration of this particular scene, you can indicate the number of seconds you want the duration to be. So you want to increase, you use the arrow up. You want to decrease, you use the arrow down for each of the section, whether it's delay, duration, or pause. So that's what this aspect is for. So having done that, now if I click out now, I'm done working on that particular image. So if I'm moving on to the next icon, which is the text, with this you can type your text or paste your copy text. Remember, we had already gathered our text. Remember the text, the voice, the script we copied from ChatGPT, and I pasted them on WhatsApp for convenience. So I can try to paste each and every one of them per scene here, which is what I'm going to do eventually. Or you could also type your text. Let's say welcome to the SAM data. So insert, and we have it there. Can you see that? And even at that, you can actually do one or two things to this particular text as you might deem it fit. Let's say you want to reduce the fonts. Can you see that? I'm already reducing the fonts. Let's say you want to centralize. You want to align left, align right. You might not see the important. Now let me edit so that you see the important. Let me add more text. Or by the time, no, don't even worry. By the time we start pasting where we have more text, you will see the importance of aligning right and left. Then also you want to change the color. Let's say I'm changing the color to this. You have that, and all these other ones still applies. Animate, duplicate, bring to front, bring to back, and all of that. So that's that about text. So let's go back. Click out, double click out, and let's go to BG. BG here now is similar to sticker. It's for images too. If you want to add image, but you want to change this white background to something that has image, let's say for instance, if I tap on it now and select image, so that means I'm uploading an image as a background. If I select color, that means I want to change the color to something else apart from white. Can you see that? So now in this case, it's no longer whiteboard, it's now yellow board. That's on the lighter note anyway, but it is what it is. So let me change the color back to white. Oh, that's not white. Back to white. Okay, so I'm back to white. So let's say I want to use image as a background. If I tap on this select image right now and I decide to choose one of these images, let me look for one image. Let's say I'm taking this as my background. Those adverts can be annoying, but nevertheless is what it is. So can you see now the background? So if for any reason you need to use an image as a background, so this is how you go about it. So let me return it back to color white. So I have it. So moving on now, the next icon here now is the hand. So you choose the kind of hand that you want to use for your whiteboard animation. Let's say I'm taking this. So with this now, I can wait. So that shows that hand would be, let's say I'm playing it. Can you see that? And that same hand will be the one to write those things. So if I'm changing it again, let's say I'm changing it to this feather. So let's play. Can you see that? So it's just as simple as that. The next one now is for you to add music if you want to add music. So you can allow Benime access your media. That's if you have any music that you want to add. So you could also record your voice. So if you tap on music, it asks you to upload the music you want. You could record your voice. Let's say, let me record now. Okay.
Hi, welcome to DASAM.
Can you see that? So you could go the route of using your own voice for the narration on your whiteboard animation. So, and you can use text to speech. This text to speech is for, let me remove this. This text to speech is for if you want the software to actually read what you have already pasted as your text. So that's what text to speech is for. So, but let me go back. I need this text to speech to actually be activated. Okay, so I've activated it by playing. So you will see that before it was not dark as it was highlighted, and it can be clicked, but now it can be clicked. So let's tap on text to speech. That's TTS. So with that, you can adjust. Okay, if you want the narrator to be in English US, or English UK, English Nigeria. Let's say I'm taking English Nigeria. This is ENNG English. Okay, and you can tap on this one too to choose any of these other ones that might be suitable to you. So let's say the text wants the narrator to explain is, let's say that's some data. Welcome. I just want to do this so that you know the difference between what you are putting here and what you have there. So if you want it to align with what you have there, you might, let's say since we have our script copied, you might copy and paste that same script here, as well as what you put on your Canva, on your white background Canva. Then you can adjust the speech rate and increase it or decrease it. You can increase the pitch too. So let's have a preview.
That's some data. Welcome.
Can you see that? If I reduce the speech rate, let's have a preview.
That's some data. Welcome.
Did you see that? So it's just as simple as that. Let me bring it back to the middle. So for the pitch, look at what we have now. Let me reduce the speech pitch and preview.
That's some data. Welcome.
Did you see that? If I increase the speech pitch, let's see what we get.
That's some data. Welcome.
Did you see that? So let's go back to the middle. So
that's some data. Welcome.
So let's say I'm saving this as MP3. Remember, this is just for education purpose. So let's play and see what we get.
That's some data. Welcome.
Can you see that? So you might want to align. Let me stop it.
That's some data. Welcome.
You might want to align whatever is being displayed with what your text to speech would say. Remember, text to speech is just an option out of many options. You can decide not to use text to speech. You can decide to use what? Music, do your own direct recording, and still leverage on text to speech. So that's that about that. And of course, you have these other options to work with. If you tap on that text to speech now or the music, you can do other editing. Look at by adjusting the volume and all of that. You can also adjust the volume from here. Then you can also delete. So I've just deleted that text to speech now. So double tap outside to remove this and go back to our work. So let me double tap now. So we are back. Okay, so let's go ahead and just copy the first script for the first scene. Copy, and we go ahead and we paste it. Tapping on the text, click on edit, and welcome to the some data, and we'll paste it. Mind you, we only need the script itself, which is, I'm taking this off. I only copied it along just so that when I'm doing the voicing, if I'm going to be the one to read it, or I'm sending it to a voiceover artist, that person can have an idea of how the voice should sound like. Remember, that's why I copied the aspects. So in the real sense, all I need is the text itself. Okay, remove the quotation and click on insert. So here we have it. So remember, I was trying to explain this align right, align left the other time. So but it wasn't obvious because I had just two words. So now that I have a multitude of words, look at it now. So if I tap on the center, can you see the effect? If I tapped on the right, this is what I got. So let me change it back to black. I think black is better in this case. So select. So I have black now. our watermark is back, so let me just tap on it to remove it.